And here we are back to show you Bud's new skills as Bud and Brandy. Now we're using exactly the same training equipment, the regular 6-foot training leash and your training collars that you brought along with them when they came. And Bud is sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, again, where all obedience training is done. And they're going to demonstrate Bud's version of the heel command. Command is Bud heel. And his actual automatic sits are better than hers. He heels very nicely with Brandy at her pace. If you're walking very slowly and having a conversation with someone, hopefully we'll be able to do that soon without snow. And you stop to cross the street, he should sit nicely at your left and wait for his next command. Now, if he doesn't do it, it's no, and you give the correction, and he just got the scent of something. Another dog, you could see the nose go up in the air, and that's what happens with your sporting dogs. Now, the next command that Brandy's going to demonstrate is the sit stay. I don't know if there's a squirrel, something's distracting him. Do you want to heel him, do you think, or is he okay? We're going to attempt to do the sit stay, even with his nose up in the air, because he's smelling something. 30 seconds with him, working up to 3 minutes on your sit stay, indoors as well as outdoors. When Brandy returns back to him, he remains seated till she gets to his shoulder. She stops, she gives him praise for a good job, and she heels him out of that. Now, we'll be going over with you tomorrow, like how you can use all of these commands in your everyday living situations. We put them together in a drill, which is great for exercising the dog's mind. And you do the drill in rapid succession. He's going to anticipate the next command. But there's also a way to use these commands in and around your home on an everyday basis, and we'll go over that with you tomorrow. This time Brandy will call him out of that, and it's Bud come. He comes right in and sits. He's trying very hard to be a nice gentleman. He really is. She tends to be just a bit more defiant. I mean, he has his moments, but he's making us look good right now, for sure, and making himself look good. That was beautiful automatic sit, so whatever that was the last time was just one of those things. Every once in a while they pick up a scent when you're working outside and you lose their focus for a minute. And Brandy will demonstrate the come on command again. He comes and he sits very nicely. He goes back to heel, back sitting, and he gets praised for a good job, and he doesn't get overly excited when you praise him. Now, this is a trainer and not an owner, so we always advise our owners not too much praise in the very beginning. Now, the next command that we're going to demonstrate is your down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left, left open palm, straight down toward the ground, and the one-word command to down and stay. This can be practiced right in your living room. Everybody can participate. Now, if he gets up, it's no, down, stay. You just repeat the command. And it's easy out here because there is so much wildlife that they put their nose on the ground and then they smell a squirrel, and next thing you know, they forget what they were doing. That's partly immaturity, but you want to lengthen out those down stays like we talked about before from 3 to 5 minutes. And you'll have the most success in the house. Now you hear Brandy tell him no, and that's because he's going to pick up a stick or a stone or something. She calls him in out of that, mostly to distract him from what he was doing. Back to heel, back sitting. Very nice. And now we're going to demonstrate Bud's version of the down from a distance. He's more of a Velcro dog, like he wants to be right up on you, so distance commands at this point are just a little bit shaky because he crawls in. She's going to leave him in a sit stay, and because he does that, she's not going to go too far away from him. She's going to use her right hand to give the command. Then she leaves him in a stay and backs away. So that will get better and better as you practice. And then she'll call him out or return. Either one works just fine. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Bud's formal on-leash obedience commands. These kids have been a pleasure to have. We've enjoyed every second of it. They're smart, lovable, great dogs, and we want to thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.